We are in the middle of what is known in the travel industry as wave season. Think of it as a cruise industry flash sale for 3 months. Travelzoo senior editor Gabe Seglier joining us live in Miami for a look at the values out there right now. Good morning to you.
Hello from a sunny 84-degree day here in beautiful downtown Miami.
Yes, we're getting a little bit of snow, so you have it pretty nice out there. Hey, the newest brand to enter the world of cruising is Virgin. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so you might notice behind me, this is the beautiful Scarlet Lady. She was out in the Caribbean for the last few days, dropped anchor just early this morning. Everybody disembarking with big smiles on their faces. But yeah, this is the latest entry into the cruise space. They started sailing in October of 2021. Yeah, this is an adult-only cruise experience. You've got to be 18 or older to take part in one of these cruises, and there are 2 ships currently, the Scarlet Lady behind me, and then the Valiant Lady, the sister ship, who's out on a Caribbean itinerary as we speak.
Now, tell us about your latest survey. Americans' appetite for cruising is up.
Yeah, I mean, certainly this is an industry that took a hit early on in the pandemic, but it's probably the one that's exiting the pandemic with the most sort of energy and enthusiasm. We just surveyed our Travelzoo members, 40% of whom said that they are ready to cruise in either 2023 or 2024. That's 40%. When we did the survey last year, that number was closer to 19 to 20%. So clearly, as we continue to exit the pandemic, our comfort level has increased, and our appetite and our desire to take a cruise, visit a brand new exotic port of call certainly has gone up.
So more people just traveling in general, and we've seen this with airline ticket prices. They are up. What does this new interest mean for wave season and people that are looking to cruise?
Yeah, so that's a great point. Now, first of all, you want to keep in mind, and if you're an avid cruiser, then you know that we're in the middle of what's called wave season. And wave season happens every year, January through March, so that first quarter of the year, when the industry as a whole will pump out its best sales of the year. And that could be for a cruise happening in a couple of weeks, or maybe it's a cruise that's 6 or 12 months down the road. But this is when you're going to be seeing some pretty amazing price points, plus incentives like the upgrades or the complimentary drinks packages. So if you're looking to cruise, check out some of these promotions because they are happening industry-wide as we speak. Virgin Voyages is doing a promotion where they will knock 55% off your companion fare, which means that if you do, say, a 4-night cruise out of Miami, you're looking at about $665 per person. 5-night cruise is about $750 per person, and that comes with gratuities included and a bar tab of up to $600 depending on the length of your cruise. So there's enough competition out there and enough new cruise ships entering the scene that I think competition is still very robust in this industry. It'll stay that way for the next 5 to 10 years, and that translates to certainly some value proposition for consumers, for sure.
So certainly there are a lot of people who may be considering cruising for the first time. How do they pick which ship they want to go with?
So that's a great question, and what's neat to see now as we exit the pandemic is that the consumer is being heard. I think we're exiting the pandemic as savvier consumers. We want to get more out of these, out of our trips, cruise or otherwise. So everything's much more personalized, much more curated, more high touch, especially I think when it comes to cruising. A couple of quick examples of some of the trends that we're seeing, for example, with these brand new Virgin Voyages. Much more attention to these exotic ports of call and these very sort of high touch destinations. This is the private beach club on the island of Bimini in the Bahamas, included with every Virgin sailing. But you spend all day here. You can swim with stingrays. You can shipwreck dive. You can hang on a hammock all day long, or take a heritage tour into town and kind of learn about the culture and the history of this exotic part of the world. Wellness is a big factor. So if you're into wellness, you'll find a ton of options. Certainly the Redemption Spa on board with all kinds of treatments, but you can also do meditation classes. You can do yoga classes. If wellness means busting out of your comfort zone, there's even a tattoo parlor on board this particular ship. And then the third big trend is going to be dining, because you and I might think of dining as, oh, I've got to get in a buffet line. That's gone. Like there's no buffet dining on these particular ships. It's all sit down, themed restaurants. Could be vegetarian, could be steak, seafood, could be Mediterranean. They've got the test kitchen on board where you can take mixology and cooking classes. So at the end of the day, it's basically reinventing the cruise experience by still still taking folks out into these exotic ports of call, but in a much more curated, personalized, kind of what I like to call high-touch way, which is great for cruisers who are looking for something new and fresh. But for those of us who are new to cruise, who have kind of been on the fence, there's enough here to incentivize us to really consider taking, finally, that cruise for the first time.
Gabe, thank you so much for joining us today. It was fun.